Well, Johnny Appleseed Metro Park District is celebrating their 50th anniversary, and we've got Director Tyler Black with us. We're going down memory lane, and this time we're going to talk about the 80s. So thanks for joining us, Tyler.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Holly.
Okay, so let's talk about the 80s. What kind of happened during the 80s for the Park District? Because you guys continue to grow each decade, it seems like.
Right, yeah, so the 80s were pretty formative years for the Park District. In 1980, McLean Teddy Bear Park was expanded by 10 acres through a donation by a guy by the name of Henry Cook. It's actually where our facility sits currently, our current office facility, and our McElroy Environmental Education Center. So again, 1980 is a pretty big year. 1982 is when the farm park opened. So we signed an agreement with the county commissioners for a long-term lease and opened the farm park to the public for rental facilities and reservations. So
that's pretty big too, because that farm park is so active and it has a lot happening there now.
It is, yeah, and it's just grown over the years. You know, additions, enhancements to the area, enhancements to the barn, additions of flush restroom facilities, playgrounds, and then our 1860s log cabin there at the farm park. Pretty important things for people and things that are used quite often. So.
Right, yeah, so that was 82 when you guys opened. Then 85, Kendrick Woods got an expansion?
Yeah, so that 25 acres there at Kendrick Woods, where you basically, if you drove into the park today and you saw the shelter houses, the playground, the restroom facility, that area was purchased in 85. And then kind of rolling into 1987 is when Kendrick Woods was open to the public and was dedicated, as part of it was dedicated as a state nature preserve. So
wow, yeah.
Pretty exciting. That
is pretty exciting. Yeah. And then in 88 is when the Education Center opened, because you guys have so many programs there.
Yeah, we do. And we're looking, we're excited because obviously we're moving into our new office facility here at the end of this month, which will be moving out of this facility, but we're still going to have the Education Center as kind of one of our staples for environmental education. And I think, moving into the future, seeing some improvements with that, some things that we can do just to help people be more engaged with nature. Again, 88 is when that facility was built, and we're looking to upgrade some of that as well. So.
And I never knew this. I mean, tell us why it's called the McElroy Center.
Yeah, so it's named after our first chief ranger, Nate McElroy. And, he was a great guy. Again, I never got to meet him, but stories I've heard about him and just the things he was able to accomplish while he was here. The commissioners and the director at the time felt that it was great to name the Environmental Education Center after him.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Wow. So the 80s, kind of like expansions and a lot of growth and a good park that opened during the 80s. So that was kind of an exciting decade.
Right. Yeah. And steady too. It wasn't all just at one time. It was kind of spread out throughout that decade. And that's kind of a theme with the Park District. It's a lot of steady growth, not a lot of growth all at one time. So you can just see that throughout the years.
Yeah, it kind of makes it easier. All right, so we talked about the 80s, but really you've got a big celebration coming up this month on June 25th. That's when you're celebrating the 50th, right?
Yeah, and it's coming up quick. I just realized today is the second full week of June, and then next week we kind of hit the ground running, and then on the 25th. We've got a great event planned for families. Anybody of any age can come out. We'll have a youth fishing derby from 9:30 to 11:30 that morning, and then just the main event from noon to 6, bounce houses, zip lines. There'll be a little kids animal Olympics for the really young kids, and it'll be pretty cool. We got food trucks, live entertainment. So check us out on our website. Check us out on our Facebook page, and we did create an event on our Facebook page, and it's gotten a lot of traction. So we're looking forward to that day, and hopefully Nathan can bring us some good weather.
Right, yeah, we'll make sure he works on that. So the big 50th anniversary celebration, June 25th. Tyler, thanks for joining us today and telling us all about it. All right.
Yep, thanks for having me, Holly.
All right, don't go away. Noon Edition continues in a moment.